Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com, and today I'm going to show you one of my favorite techniques for getting a lot of texture on 3D cutting dies. I have this layering die set here from Altenew. This is the Craft-A-Flower Lily set and becoming one of my very favorites. And what I'm going to do is start off by doing a bunch of watercoloring. I have some Gansai Tambi watercolors here. This is a set that I've loved and I come to again and again. I do have the Altenew watercolors on order, but they haven't arrived yet. You can be sure that I will be doing this again with some new colors. So I'm just watercoloring a variety of colors here, a light, a medium, and a dark, because with these layering dies, you really want a variety of colors. Now, this is just fun for me to do a bunch of watercoloring. This is watercolor paper that I'm working on here. I believe it's the Canson watercolor paper. I'm just scribbling on some color, basically getting this started. And for the greens, I'm also going to do a light, medium, and a dark green as well, because I really want to get some texture and some variation in color. I'm not being very careful at all with this painting. This is just really fun and wild and free because I'm going to be die cutting these out. Now, after I did this, I did have some splotches of green left there. I sprayed some water on so that I could blot some of that up onto this paper that I've just painted and get some more interest and color and splotchiness to that. This is going to be really fun when we die cut this out. You'll see all the differences in color that we get here. So I'll clean up all that color there, and now I'm going to add even more color to these watercolor panels. I did let them dry a little bit. I added some splotches to the purple as well, as you can see there. And once they were dry, or mostly dry, I'm going to add some gold splatters. So I just pick up that gold paint on my acrylic block here, and then I kind of splatter it off with the paintbrush. I go off the side of the acrylic block. Some are big, some are small, as you can see. I am going to wipe up some of the larger ones there, but it really is not going to matter because it's just going to add that much more interest when we do the die cutting. These are going to be really fun, beautiful panels. Now, I probably wouldn't use this for a background because look how messy this is, but that's what makes this so much fun. I usually create a whole bunch of panels at once. When I'm doing this, just really free and really fun. Let them dry, and then I go to the die cutting when they're really dry. I also added some white splatters to these here. You can see all the fun differences. And now I'm just, since I had that gold already softened with the water, I'm going to go ahead and paint some gold panels here. I got smart and got my larger paintbrush instead of the small one, so I could paint a large area, and that is going to create some really interesting looks to our leaves because we have some leaves that are layered as well. I'm going to use this as one of my layers, and here I'm going to do another color of the purple. This is more of a burgundy color. I think I'll use this on a portion as well. So that's all. I'm just going through and doing a whole bunch of panels. So now I wanted to show you how easy this was to put together. I've die cut all this out. On that second layer there, you can see all the cute little pieces that you get also from it. And look how easy this is to put together. I do save those inside pieces, and I'll show you why I do that. I think you can also create something really fun with those pieces. So here you take the bottom layer, the most solid layer, which is the lightest color, add on the second color, which is the next light color, so it's the medium color, and then you put this top layer on the very top. They're so easy to line up, and look at that. You get such a variation there with the colors, and the darkest goes right on top. Now you can do these in any colors that you want. Obviously, a lot of people don't appreciate purple, but I really wanted to do some purple lilies today. Let me know in the comments if you like purple or what color of lily that you would make. What's your favorite color for this flower? I also did the stamens a gold color, and I like to fold those up so that you get kind of dimension with that. Here you can see the leaves. I'm adding on those extra layers onto the gold layer pieces. I think this is really pretty, but you could do a darker green instead of the gold. I just wanted to add a little bit of shine and sparkle to this card also. Just real quick, I want to show you how these all come together. I'm just going to place them on this panel here just to show you how easy to layer those with the stems. You can add a leaf here and there. I usually like to do a couple of different lilies. This time I'm just going to show you how I put together those extra pieces to create kind of, it looks like a partial lily, like maybe it is not fully bloomed yet, or maybe some of those petals have already fallen off. I still think it makes for a beautiful bloom. And so just to give you an idea here of what I am looking at. Now I'm going to put together the real card. I got some inspiration from Therese Calvert, who was putting together some of these with using some pattern paper. And so the background here is a pattern paper that I had in my stash. I wanted to bring in some more rainbow colors. So this has the first part of the rainbow here. And now I'm going to pop up these lilies on the rainbow background. I'm using some 3M foam tape here. And then for the stem itself, I have these really thin scrapbook.com foam adhesives, and they are super thin, and I found that they worked out pretty well on these stems. I didn't have to trim down that 3M foam tape, so I really, really like that. So look here, this will look so beautiful on this card, such like this, and I'll just remove the backer pieces, put that on there, and then add the other flower as well. I'm going to pop both the flowers up for this one, and then I'll nestle the leaves in underneath the stems just using some liquid adhesive. For the sentiment, I'm using this hello that comes from the sentiment die set. I think it's called Simply Sentiments. I'll have it linked below. I'm going to just add that with some liquid adhesive. So I'm just kind of placing those stems so that they come together, and then I will turn this over and trim off the extra stems. So here I'm just adding that hello. I add just a few little small dots here of this liquid adhesive. It's my favorite right now, and I'm going to add that to the panel. And the last thing to do is to add this to a card base. I'm using 110-pound paper here, cardstock for the card base. I find that it holds up really well with these die cut flowers, especially since those flowers are cut out of watercolor paper. So they are a little bit heavier on the front. So I find that a thicker card base really does the trick. So there's our first card. I love this set. Look how beautiful those lilies are, and there's a variation in those colors there. You can see that I've cut them out in a little bit differing. And then for this one, I've used the inside pieces of these flowers to create this flower here and also the partial flower on the left. So I still think it's beautiful, and your recipient will love it. I did die cut a sentiment from the Hero Arts Altenew collaboration set. It says, "Take time to smell the flowers," and I just love that. So I hope you enjoyed this process video today using 3D layering die cuts. I really enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to see you again. I'll be back real soon with some more inspiration. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.